everybody, what's up? Welcome back to the channel. Woo, put you over here. That's right. I gotta set it up. You know how I do it. Anyways, Brian the Divine Healer here, welcoming you back to the channel. Divine Squad and the subscribers. Thank you for your likes, your shares, your subscribes, and your comments. You know I love that. So we're gonna do your reading, and it's gonna be Virgo Libra Cusps. That's right. So if your birthday is September 19th to 25th, you're part of that cusp of beauty. You guys are beautiful, 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 beautiful people, right? I know we are. Okay, so let me get my deck out here. My deck. Now, if you're Australian and you say deck, well, it doesn't really sound like that, but I think it's hilarious. I love it. I do love it. So thank you for people in Australia, New Zealand, South Africa, even Iraq. You know what I mean? All these people checking out my channel. I really appreciate that. Thank you. Egypt, you know, it's like 10 different countries. Absolutely love it. Okay, so let me shuffle these up here. Let's get into your reading. Thank you for joining the live chat. Hit the like button and subscribe if you have not done already. We're going to get into this. Oh, but before we do this, right, check out my last video I posted about bullying, right? This is kind of how you handle things, right? So yesterday, it's like they got me on time, right? So I was doing my live yesterday, and then they come around and they start leaf blowing, right? Which is great. You know, we're keeping our little place clean here and all that. I love it, right? But annoying, right? And it's at the time of doing my lives. So this morning, guess what? Same thing. Just around my building with the leaf blower. So they come in the hallways and they're blowing that, right? Blowing all the leaves out. So it was already done yesterday and it was clean. And guess what? It's cold. It's windy. Like, you don't need to be weed whacking when there's no grass growing. I can't with these people. Right. So same thing today. Different person comes in all masked up, right? Wearing whatever, it's gear because it's a little cold out. But starting to leave blow in the same spot at the same time I do my readings, right? So I'm like, wait a minute. God, what are you really trying to tell me? He said, go handle it. Go handle it. So I went outside. And this guy's coming into the hallway. So I have upstairs, down, I'm downstairs, I have upstairs. So the guy was full blast on his leaf blower. Right at my door. Open the door. And I was like, psh. I did that exactly. I was like, time out, buddy. I said, hey, you don't have to clean this because the guy came yesterday and he cleaned everything out already. So it's already been leaf blown. There's no leaves around. Plus, it's a little windy. So, like, the wind's going to take it and whip it out, right? And he looked at me in this shock. He was like, what? But I was very nice and I was polite. You know what I mean? I could have jumped his ass, but he didn't know, right? He's only getting paid to do what he's supposed to be doing. So, basically, I thwarted that distraction, right? Because like I said, they come around to do this, I really feel, on purpose, right? They're not going down to other buildings, just right here. Because I don't hear them. I went outside. They're not in the next building overblowing the leaves and shit out of there, right? They're just stuck over here with the full throttle, right? I hear you. Nice try. But I was guided to stop you, and I did. So you don't need the leaf blow when it's already been blown yesterday. So I cut this guy right off. He stopped. He looked in shock. But then he stood outside the parking lot, full throttle on that throttle with the leaf blower. And I'm doing my reading. So I stop him, right? I stop him from out front with this leaf blower. And guess what? They have a weed whacker dude now coming in the backside of my place to make that noise. Distract me. And I was like, no, cut it out. Cut it out. So I just wanted to really touch up on that as far as my last video on bullying and how we need to approach this as a community, as a team, as a whole, right? So you don't have to go berserk. I just went out there and said, no, it's okay, my friend. You don't have to work harder than what you are because this is already clean. So beat it, bully. Shut it down. Well, I didn't call him that. I just, that was what's my mentality, my attitude. So, whatever. Just put that out there. So, okay, enough of that. 5 minutes in. It's the Virgo Libra Cusp reading time. Okay, so let me shuffle these up and we'll get into it. Okay, so I'm using the Thelema deck, and let's find out what y'all's energy is in the present moment. Okay, so here comes your first card. Queen of Pentacles. Very interesting, right? Look at you standing there building your stability, right? Beautiful, elegant, in a nice little cape, right? Dr. Frankenstein has been set loose, so he's all out there. Right? So you got the Queen of Pentacles. This is your energy now. You're trying to really, you're in this really giving, right? See, look at she's got her pentacle. It looks like she's wanting to give. Okay. Let's get the next card out here. Told you. You're just in this giving, loving state, right? I mean, you're abundant in your own ways. You're abundant emotionally, right? Not only stability-wise as far as finances, but here with the Ten of Cups, man, like I told you, it looks like she's giving. Giving what? Love. Yeah. This is your energy now. So peekers and creepers, come on in, just stay, right? Those quick hits, that's great, but it doesn't really help my watch hours, right? Here we go. So that's pretty much your energy now. Let's get into the first card of your story and let's really see where this is going to go. Yeah, there you go. You're broadening your horizons, right? You're really trying to explore your future, right? You're really trying to see what's out there because you do have a lot to give, right? It's not really the tarot definition, but she's giving, and then she's giving love. And the Ten of Cups is like complete love. It's unconditional love, right? So it's like you're doing this because this is probably part of your future, right? Isn't that interesting? Look at those birds. All those birds, you're kind of being guided, right? So those are like angels and ancestors watching over you, guiding you towards your future. Because you are very giving and loving and caring, abundant in that sense. Okay. So let me get another card here and we'll keep going. Keep on trucking. Keep on trucking. Well, isn't that something? The Devil card. Some trickery, some manipulations at foot. Right? But it's almost like because you are this giving, loving kind of person, very generous, right? Full of love, unconditionally, right? It's like you're waiting for the manipulations, the trickery, not self-sabotage, because how can you self-sabotage that? You can't. So you're like waiting on this manipulation to happen, right? So it's like you're expecting something to happen, basically, right? You're waiting for the tricks. You're waiting for the bullies. You're waiting for all that stuff to start happening, right? And you're ready because look at you with your wand. You're standing there ready to just maybe smack it down. Okay. Let's keep going. Yeah, you're waiting to smack that down because you've already put all your burdens behind you because you're in this kind of state, happy go lucky, giving, generous, waiting for the manipulation and trickery to happen. And so you're standing there with your wand, just like you over here, standing with your wand, waiting to beat down the devil because you're the wounded warrior. You've been through enough trickery and manipulation and all that malarkey that goes with it, right? To still stand strong, right? You're still ready to fight. Despite no matter how much you've already been through, you're still in it for the fight. Mm. There you go, Queen of Cups. Looks like this fight is on your own. Yeah, I mean, it makes you a little bit sad, but you are not going to let anything further affect your outlook on your future because you stand strong as that wounded warrior, been through your own opposition, problems, situations, to still be in this loving energy. Like, if that's not overcoming adversity, then I don't know what is. Because you're not being derailed. You're not giving up on wanting to give love. Queen of Cups. Beautiful card. Yeah. So now the Five of Pentacles. Like I said, you're a little bit sad that you're kind of maybe fighting this alone. Fighting what? The trickery and the manipulations that you are ready for. So because you might feel a little sad in this, you might feel a little put out, a little left behind, like kind of being left out in the cold a little bit because you're fighting a good fight. You're fighting a good fight, but it's by yourself, right? But as you stand in this Queen of Wands, I think you're very capable because you have much love to give, not only for yourself, but for others. Okay. And this is where that sadness comes in and maybe feeling a little bit left out in the cold. Like, let's get another card and see where this is going to go. Yeah. Okay. So what you're really going to do here is you're going to, not only is this being left out in the cold, right, and being like kind of left behind in this handling, this kind of manipulation, trickery, whatever. Fives are about change. Stability is stability, whether it's emotional, physical, mental. But here it's emotional. So you basically are going to leave out in the cold those things, people, places, situations that don't serve you emotionally, right? Because they're only going to hold you back. So it's almost like you know that you're working alone in this manipulation and trickery battle. And that makes you sad that you don't really have anybody to join the fight with you. And so that changes some kind of stability for you to not let yourself emotionally get trapped and stuck in this pity party kind of could be situation. So you just walk away from this, right? You walk away from the idea that you are alone doing this. Because if you sit there and you keep feeling sad, then you're not going to have any, a bright future. You're going to fall into the trap of the devil. There you go. What did I tell you? Collaboration, teamwork. This is the effort that you wanted. And now, because it really wasn't coming as you were trying to fight this, when you start walking away emotionally and saying, I'm going to just do it anyways, because I'm strong enough. I have enough love within myself to keep going for myself and for whoever that you are trying to really use this with. Once you start letting that go emotionally, well, now here comes some collaboration. Here comes some teamwork. Here comes the cavalry, right? Something changes, and now that changes, there's going to be people that's going to come in and help. Right. This is good. Okay, how you doing? How you doing? Okay, we'll take those two cards because they both fell. Oh, there's three. Lucky you. Bottom's the top, top's the bottom. Okay, so now that you have this teamwork and collaboration, that ends the strife. That changes that conflict, right? Changes the conflict because you're emotionally walking away from not getting wrapped up with your feelings about this, which is fighting the manipulation and trickery that you see. That's all out there. Okay. And so as soon as you decide to let that feeling go of being left alone, being put on the cold with this, like you got no help, here comes the cavalry. And that changes that strife and that competition kind of thing for you to be boss now. Look at you standing up on that throne. What? Super boss mode now. You went from the Queen of Pentacles to the Emperor. So now you're taking charge, right? Now it's like you're the leader. Now you're the leader. So now you can coordinate. You can definitely, collaborate. So it's almost like you put your vision of the future in fighting this devil in these people's ideas, in their minds. Now that ends that strife of you being alone, and now you're boss mode, right? So now you step it up. Now you're like the leader of the pack because you really set this forward like that. Look at your brand new star. Bam. Can't with the follow the yellow brick road. So this is going to lead you to a very, very, very solid amount of stability, okay? I'm not talking about money here, even though the Pentacles kind of represents finances and things like that. But no, this is more of a unity thing, right? You are gathering the troops, gathering the forces as this emperor to really get some kind of solid new foundation going, right? Something strong, something very solid, something very abundant, right? This is what the emperor is working on. And you are the emperor. So you're the boss, and people better look out because you're fighting the devil. You were fighting it alone until you started putting that emotionally behind you. And then once people started seeing this, they're collaborating with you. It's like they're joining the fight. Wow. There you go. Now you're bringing a tower. Okay. So the tower comes underneath the Five of Pentacles. And that means basically the days of you feeling left in the cold, left behind is changing, right? That foundation of your sadness is over because now you're going to have people help you and collaborate, right? Teamwork, effort, changing. Fives are changing that strife and competition and a bunch of crap that you have been going through to get this started. Kind of sounds like the last video I just promoted here with the last live I did, doesn't it? Yeah, hear you, Emperor, boss mode. I love it. So there's your tower. So the faulty foundation that is now gone and has been crumbled was really you sitting here in the sadness of feeling left out and left behind in this fight. Because now once you get this, you achieve some kind of emotional stability. Nine of Cups. Wish fulfillment. Wish fulfillment. Isn't that amazing? You go from the Eight of Cups to the Nine of Cups. Right? So, like I was telling you, your sadness has gone away. You're not feeling so alone and by yourself in this fight because now that once you emotionally put that aside, here comes the cavalry. And you now are the leader of that cavalry, leading these people down this yellow brick road for this kind of stability. And that stability causes a tower, which is the change in your emotions of how you felt left alone by yourself, to now achieve your emotional abundance, your wish fulfillment. I like that one. Okay, so let's keep going here. Thank you for coming into the live. I appreciate that. Hit the like button, subscribe. Probably shadow banned from the last video I just made, but it's okay because I'm still here doing it. You ain't gonna stop me. Nope. Told you ain't gonna stop me. You ain't gonna stop you neither. Because you're overcoming any kind of blockages and barriers that get in your way. You're ready. You're standing guard. You're ready to fight. You have the advantage because now you have these people to collaborate with. There you go. And here comes the transformation. You, my friends, have balanced your dark and light side. That's why you're in this emperor, right? You've raised your vibrations to really bring a new kind of stability as a whole. Because you're coming in with this. Wow. So there's the death card. There's change and transformation. Right happening. It's like once you put the emotional side of it behind you, that's where things get fired up. This is when things really start taking action. This is when people start noticing you. Okay, so now you have a little more emotional stability in this, right? Like I said, you were feeling alone, sad by this, feeling left out, left behind, left out in the cold. But once you got to put your emotions behind you and fight the good fight, here comes these people to help you. So now you gain some stability emotionally to passionately bring some kind of idea. And I could only imagine how passionate that idea is, because here, being the emperor, you really want to bring a whole new idea of stability to the collective, to the wholeness of everybody. This is probably what you had considered in for your futures, to do this. So you bring this in once you get a little more stable with your emotions and realize that there are other people out there that do want to fight the good fight with you. So now there's a creative, brand new, passionate idea in your hands. Oh my God. And it's from the divine, my friends. I don't care who you are. That's a spiritual card. That is, the church. That is like authority. Even though here you are the emperor with the authority, it's like your idea is to have everybody raise their vibrations to the highest level, because this is the highest card after the emperor. Because you have the emperor and the empress, then you have the high priestess and the hierophant, right? This is what you're doing. You're bringing in this kind of spirituality as a new idea and trying to bring everybody down this path to their own stability, in a sense, okay? Because why? Because you're fighting this. Yeah. Wow. That's pretty heavy, my friends. All right, let's keep going. Right. It's going to be some hard work, man. I'm telling you. Okay. It's going to be some hard work, but you know what? You're good at what you do. Okay. You're really good at what you do. I mean, you're definitely in tune with your spirituality to really want to bring this new passionate creative idea for total abundance for everybody to walk down this path. So consider it like a trailblazer, consider it the leader of the pack. See, because everybody's watching, they want to jump in and help, but it's going to be hard work. Okay, definitely going to be some hard work because fighting this is not easy. It's not easy. The devil is the author of confusion, my friends. But you got this. You got this. I mean, you go from the 8 of Pentacles to the 9 of Pentacles. What? Look at you, beautiful, sitting there in your dress. Whatever, how it fits. But you're stable enough. You're abundant enough. You love yourself enough to love others. Unconditionally. Wow. Okay. So let's keep going. And this strength, this stability that you have within yourself to really pull the masses together for this fight gives you peace of mind. It gives your mind a break because you were so alone and sad in this process of feeling left out and behind because you're fighting this devil and it's hard work. You're beat up by this thing. So once you wrap all this together and you boss up, right? You boss up, you take charge, you lead the pack to this complete abundance. You now find some kind of peace within your mind with this. So now you need to kind of relax and let what the seed you have planted bloom. Okay. Let it grow. But this process will be slow and steady for you. Okay. It will be slow and steady, but it's still in action, meaning the seed that you planted is still growing. It's almost like watching water boil. Now, unless you have some kind of special gifts and powers, you can kind of accelerate that a little bit faster, but that's a whole different class. That's a whole different video, and we're not going to get into that now. So there you go, slow and steady with this process. It's going to be hard work, but once you realize this, the vision of it, that's what gives you peace of mind. Because you know it's worth it, right? You know that this is worth it. And you're willing to be that person to take that chance for other people to help fight this. Wow. Let's keep going. So if you're new to the channel, hit the like button, subscribe, drink your coffee, trust the journey, and let's pull another card. Because you are the magician. You can make this happen. You know why? Because you have every tool in the box at your disposal to pull this off, to make this happen. What? And only an emperor can really pull this off. You had the idea was being the Queen of Cups and sharing this kind of love. This is your foresight. But you had to get out of this emotional kind of sadness to really, who cares if I'm by myself? Who cares if I'm doing this alone? And once you let that go, now everybody starts joining forces, right? Everybody starts jumping on the bandwagon, we'll say, collaborating with you in this idea of everybody getting stability. Everybody gets a chance to walk down this yellow brick road. They want to join the fight. And you're making this happen. Yeah. Because you want everybody to share evenly. You want all this kind of emotional, like, collaboration, right? You want everybody to really pitch in emotionally, right? Starts with your emotions. So you're really making this work, and it really seems like you're manifesting this alchemy, right? This emotional alchemy. If we can say that loosely. There you go, because it's brought to you be from the divine. There you go. So this success, this forward movement, this chariot is really, it looks like it's going to work. It really does, right? It's definitely a gift that you have to be able to step up as a leader, boss, to bring this kind of stability. Not only for yourself, but for others. Okay? But for others. And this is what you're doing. Holy crap. It's like I'm reliving the past video I just had. Look at you, triumphantly successful, beating the snot out of this devil. Why? Because you're the wounded warrior. You put all those burdens behind you to fight the good fight, despite you feeling like you were doing it all alone by yourself. Once you got a grip on your emotions, now everybody's seen that. Now they're jumping on board, right? So your new idea is going to be very successful because it is divinely driven. Take it or leave it. So if you had watched my last post, my last live, you know exactly what I'm talking about. And for those that just come in and come out, well, you didn't see the last video, you didn't care, so keep going. Because this is what we're doing to you. You don't serve us emotionally, so we're just leaving you behind. Because there are other people that want to join the fight. This is really, really, really resonating with that last video I made. So this is crazy. It's not crazy because it's just the way it's being drawn to make it happen. And you're going to hold on to this. This means you're not going to let this idea go. You're not going to drop it. You're going to just keep going and keep going and keep going. Hold on to it. Page of Wands. Standing there at attention. You're on guard. You're ready to go. Congratulations. So, something that comes in, maybe somebody's going to say something or bring this kind of an idea or an offer or something. You're going to be like, it's not quite enough. Okay. It's not going to really fulfill the whole purpose. It's not going to fulfill the whole purpose. So, little page, back up, because you're just a distraction. You're just one of those, robots that are sent to destroy the path that I am choosing to go down to make this work for not only yourself, but for everybody as a whole. Take that to the bank. So you're like, this is not worthy enough. This isn't not enough. And there you go. That's the truth. Get out of here with that. Beat it, Paige. Okay, so we'll take these. 2 cards fell out. So when you decide to say, hey, what, your little ideas, your little page, your little ideas, your little passionate idea that you want to kind of curveball me with ain't going to really work because I got the truth. And it ain't enough because I'm changing the wheel. I'm going to help fate turn in a positive nature that's going to. Oh, you're crazy. You're helping fate and change destiny for a what? A smooth journey, a smooth pathway that is now going to come to it now an even give and take. So beat it with your bad ideas, beat it with your distractions, because I'm not going to let it affect me or the people that want to help. The people that want to help. Because they see your vision, they see the conflicts, they understand that this devil is nasty. So the devil, what? He sends in a little fucking page, excuse my French little ones that are in here, sends in a little page to thwart you. Nah, you beat that off. Throw it away. You're in charge of your own destiny. You got your sights set clear, smooth. You want everything to run very smoothly for everybody for this. And now it comes to this even balance of give and take. Well, hear you, boss. Hear you, boss. Completely stepping into your emperor energy, taking charge, bringing towers to manipulations and trickery and things that are not emotionally fulfilling. Despite you going through it yourself, by yourself, you get some collaboration, teamwork, and help you. And that ends all the betrayals and all the trickeries and all the manipulations that were going on. This is great. Because tens are about completions, endings, right? So there you go. You're taking charge of this fate and destiny as the boss. You're leading the pack to show them the way. They're stepping into your idea of this kind of abundance. And they're going to help you slay the devil. Because you guys are like family, okay? Whether you know each other or not, you're like family. And this is the way that you're making it. Because look at you in the very beginning. If you're not trying to be like the mother and show this unconditional love to everybody, then I don't know who it is. And there's more guidance. There's more guidance. You're being protected in this moment for this idea that you want to really collaborate with others to get it off the ground, to battle this kind of deception and trickery and manipulation. Because you are in tune with both of your sides. So not only are you the emperor, you're the empress. Remember, I told you it takes 4 queens to be the empress. So you definitely got both sides in check. You're very nurturing, loving, and giving, but you're still boss enough to lead the pack. You put your own emotions aside for the betterment of everybody, and you're trying to bring peace and harmony and balance to everything through this. This is pretty heavy. Holy crap. It's like I think I maybe gave one exact definition of the tarot here because it's all based off my intuition, my friends. So there you go. There's your fool's journey. You're standing brave. Look at you. You got your wand there. You have your wand here. You have your wand here. Got your beat stick for this. Oh no, you're bringing it down. Wow. Oh, yeah, I forgot this one too. Look at that. That's a wand. Bam. So your passions and your soul and your drive has never left you. It will never leave you. Even though you're sad and feeling like that you're doing this by yourself. Oh, I'm sorry. There's the Emperor. What are you holding? Well, you're holding your cipher, which can kind of be considered a wand, I guess, right? Let's keep going. Okay, so 2 cards flipped over. Because you are the high priestess, you know the deals of the devil, meaning you're not part of that, but you know how to fight him. You know within you that you have that intuition to bring this happiness and stability to the whole entire freaking world. Look at the world. And now look at that pentacle right in the middle. That is like the third eye. That is the high priestess. Trusting, you know that you could bring stability to the world. I am really almost going to be done with this because this is blowing my mind. You have the power to bring everybody this. Everybody in the entire world. Because you, my friends, are this high priestess. You have the knowledge within you, though that you don't see it, you feel it. You know you have it within you to bring this kind of stability to the entire world. Amen. So now you get on your horse and you start taking this action and you slice and you dice through, come on, through the competition, through the arguments, through the strife. You cut that shit up fast, hard, and you're not stopping. Because this is what is in your future. This is your future. This is what you're supposed to do, is fight the devil. Fight the trickery, fight the manipulation, fight the bullies, fight the lies, fight all this stuff to bring the world this kind of stability. Being that high priestess. And you got nothing to be sorry about. You're not sorry for taking this kind of action. You're not. Because it's being divinely guided. The Chariot card was out here. The moon right here, you're being guided. Right? Then we got the Four of Wands. The Four of Wands, right? Not only you're the high priestess and know this intuition is there for you, but you have the Temperance angel, divine. There's the Lovers, divine. There is your protection. This is divinely guided. This is divinely protected. This is what you needed to trust your intuition on what to do to bring stability to the entire world. So you start bringing it. And you're not sorry. Why should you be sorry when you're trying to bring this into the world and take this out? Why should you be sorry? Get out of here with that. You're not. Because there are options out here. There's options, meaning you're not have to going it at alone. You don't have to go at it alone because you have teamwork. You have other people that can help in this process. Okay, that's a little bit too many. It's kind of funny though, because look, what the duality. So now I'm about the Empress and the Emperor. There you go, King and Queen of Swords. You're standing your truth. You're bringing this truth, and you're cutting shit. Oh, how you like that? That's crazy. These both came out at the same time like that. This is this is you. Both sides. Masculine, feminine. Look at the sword you got. Sword of truth, right? Ace of swords. Sword of truth. Swords. Come on, I don't want to dig that out. You've already seen it. There you go. You're ready to off with heads. Like that page that comes in and tries to just stop some shit. And you're like, beat it. Beat it. Because you understand that's part of the trickery and the manipulation. Just like I said earlier with the leaf blowers. They came yesterday and blew all the leaves out on my little alleyway over there, right? And it just so happened to be during the time of doing my live. So they got the thing full throttle. Right? So you can't hear me, I can't hear you. So they tried to do it again today. I went out there and said, listen, you need to stop. For one, they did it already yesterday. For two, I'm trying to do a recording and you're making it where now I can't even hear myself. Never mind the people that give a shit about me and support me on my channel can hear me. So please, buddy, go take your mental confusion, go take your trickery, and go pound sand. And get out of my door with your full throttle leaf blower right at my front door. I'm done with that. But it was a nice, respectful, kind of loving way that I did it. So this is kind of the Queen of Swords. You're going to know the truth and cut everything out that is not the truth. Okay, here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Hey, how did that just come up like that? Let me check these cards. That shouldn't have been face up like that. Why is... Well, because they fell out and I just threw them in probably. Okay, but we'll take that. Okay. Look at... You're no fool no more. You're not juggling this idea because you're right here. You are cutting out any kind... Cutting out... Poppy tire. Right? You're cutting out any kind of circus acts, any kind of juggling that might stop you in this future. You like that? Sword fighting with the little clown over here, right? Because there are a bunch of clowns around. There is. You know, they're all clowns and they're all full of the devil. Full of trickery and manipulation. So it takes a very kind and loving and giving and stable person to really fight all that. To bring this kind of change to the entire world. And this is amazing. Somebody has a lot of power here, people. And I'm not going to call any names, but you know what I'm saying? Because you know your research. You know your information. You know what you know as that high priestess. The knowing without knowing, because it is a gift from the divine that you just know. So you dig in a little more research, right? You find out more information, right? Because knowledge is power. And you know that. So the more knowledge, information, research that you can bring to others to collaborate on this journey will be even more of a wish come true, of a wish fulfillment. Because you're trying to do this. You're trying. Well, let me get that 10 out there. Where was it? This is what you're trying to do. Let me just give you a visual reference point. Okay, here's your visual reference point. You, my friend, are trying to bring a tower to the hate, the deception, the manipulation, the trickery, to bring more stability, more stability to the entire world. Get a good look at that. Screenshot that if you like. You know why this is like this? Because this is your vision. This is your vision to end this stuff. Bring a tower to the devil and cut that head off with the Queen of Swords, because this is your vision. This is your future. This is what is on the horizon for you, my friends. I'm not even going to put this back in order because that's basically the last card. But I'm going to leave it there because you all get the point. Okay. So there you go. You're bringing this information to the world because the world needs to be a little more stable, a little more loving, a little more giving for this kind of abundance for all. And only you guys have the power to do that. Very special people out here. And this punk knows it. That's right, as he tries to make you sad, right? Try to make you sad, make you feel left out in the cold, like no one gives a shit about you. But when you put that to rest and you emotionally walk away because you know the devil is the author of confusion, well, here comes your backup. Here comes your backup. So how do you like that? That has been your reading, my friends. It was very deep. It was very heavy. It was very personal. And really related to the last live I just did. I don't know how that happened, but it did. I was just guided to do this. And so you guys have that power. You have the ability. Because you have to know the devil to fight him. Okay? And you're not the meek and you're not the blind. You have vision. You have foresight. You know what needs to be done. Because you're the high priestess. But also the emperor. So you boss up and you take charge and you're that leader to bring this kind of change to the world for better, loving, and stable place. I think I need a cigarette now. So with that being said, my friends, I'm out of here. I'll see you again. Thanks for y'all that coming in, hitting the likes and the subscribes and the shares. You know I love you, my family. Appreciate you guys. Thanks. We'll see you again. Peace and pray. Have a great day.